Have you ever been trapped in an argument so tense, one wrong word could ignite it all? What if real power doesn't lie in fighting back but in mastering the pause? In a noisy world, the quietest mind wins the loudest battles. The room is thick with tension. The air feels like it's waiting for something to snap. Two people stand at the brink of a verbal battlefield, each armed with their words, their pride, their desperate need to be right. You've been here before. Maybe it was a co-worker dismissing you in a meeting. Maybe a partner twisting your words. Maybe even a stranger online throwing insults from behind a screen. Arguments are inevitable. But what if I told you there's a way to win them, not by raising your voice, not by clever comebacks, but by saying almost nothing at all? This isn't manipulation, it's power. The kind that flows from stillness, from silence. From a mind trained in Stoic philosophy, a philosophy once used by emperors, slaves, warriors, and thinkers, Stoicism is not about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering it and wielding restraint like a blade. So how do you win without saying much? How do you break the opponent's rhythm using only silence? Let's dive deep into the shadows of Stoic philosophy and uncover 8 ways to win any argument without saying much. 1. The power of silence. Let them hang themselves. There's a reason silence is golden. When someone's shouting or provoking you, the strongest thing you can do is nothing. Just look at them. Let their words dangle in the air. Epictetus once said, if someone speaks ill of you, defend yourself not with words but with your lack of pain. When you don't react, you rob their words of power. You make them face the hollowness of their attack. Example, imagine a co-worker constantly cutting you off. Instead of snapping back, pause, let them finish, then calmly continue, as if they hadn't interrupted. That silence, it'll sting them harder than any words. Silence isn't passive, it's a statement. One that says, you're not worth my energy. And that's sharper than any insult. Point 2. The art of the pause. Timing is everything. Most people rush to respond. They fear silence, but the Stoics knew the pause is where power lives. When someone hits you with a verbal blow, don't hit back. Pause. Let the tension linger. Let them wonder what you're thinking. That's when the power shifts. We discussed the power of silence and the art of the pause. Now, let's go deeper, because this isn't just about controlling a conversation. It's about controlling emotions, theirs and yours. 3. The mirror technique. Reflect their energy back. Differently, one of the most powerful ways to win an argument is to reflect someone's energy back, but with a twist. If they're angry, stay calm. If they're sarcastic, respond with sincerity. If they provoke, give them nothing. Why does this work? Because it disrupts their expectations. They want you to match their tone. Escalate. Lose balance. When you don't, they stumble. Seneca once wrote, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. By refusing to mirror their emotional chaos, you force them to face the emptiness of it. You become a mirror not of agreement, but of clarity. 4. The question game. Make them defend their point. Instead of arguing, ask questions. Not loaded or sarcastic ones. Just curious and calm. Why do you think that? Can you explain your reasoning? What evidence supports that? This forces the other person to do the hard work, and often they reveal the cracks in their own logic. Socrates mastered this method called elinchus, a way of exposing contradictions through questioning. Example, if someone insists a certain policy is flawless, you ask, has it been tried before? What were the results? With questions alone, you guide them to rethink without ever raising your voice. 5. The emotional void. Don't feed the beast. Arguments thrive on emotion. Anger, defensiveness, ego, these are the fuel. But if you don't feed it, it dies. The Stoics believed emotions are like fire, they need fuel. When you stay calm, you create a vacuum. Their anger has nowhere to land. Epictetus said, anyone capable of making you angry becomes your master. By remaining calm, you reclaim control. You become untouchable. 6. The truth bomb. Speak little, but hit hard. When you speak, make it count. No rambling, no long justifications. Speak with clarity, with precision. The Stoics valued brevity. Let your words be few but sharp. When you rarely speak, each word hits deeper. Example, someone spreads a lie about you. You don't argue. You simply say, "Truth doesn't need my defense." Then silence. We explored the truth bomb, how a few sharp words can cut deeper than 1,000. Now, let's uncover the final strategies where silence isn't weakness, but power in its purest form. 7. The long game. Let time fight for you. Not every argument needs to be won right away. Sometimes, the wisest move is to walk away and let time play its role. The Stoics understood this well. Time heals what reason cannot. By refusing to engage in a heated exchange, you gift yourself clarity and you give the other person space to reflect. And when the moment passes, when tempers cool, they'll likely look back and realize you were the calm one, the dignified one, the one who didn't need to shout to win. 8. The ultimate power move. Know when to walk away. The final and strongest technique. Don't argue at all. The Stoics believed not every battle deserves your attention. Marcus Aurelius said, "You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you." Real life example, someone tries to bait you into a fight online. Instead of typing a response, you simply block and move on. You deny them your energy. You show them their words are powerless. The dark art, winning without words. Winning a battle of words isn't about volume or aggression. It's about control, about stillness, about being unshakable. Silence, when used correctly, is sharper than any sword. Stillness, when maintained, is stronger than any reaction. The Stoics knew this. True power comes not from dominance but from mastery of self. When you apply these 8 techniques, you'll realize something profound. You can win any argument without saying much at all. So the next time someone drags you toward a verbal war, remember, your silence, your stillness, your calm is your ultimate weapon. And once you've mastered that, no one can touch you again. Thank you for watching. If you want more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.